Hello. Um, yeah, so a couple things that I want to say are that I have just installed the fifth version of the game and imported my save from the fourth version, so I should be at the exact same point as I left it. And since they updated and stabilized the Lua script, I checked how it works and I installed it, so I can now pre-sleep if I need it. I will try not to just spam it for every fight, but if I face something that may be safer if I use the Lua script, I will. Now, I prepared a bit for the next fight, and in this case, Mucham would probably chain too, so it shouldn't be too hard. Now the team is this with Burmy instead of Slowpoke. No, Burmy instead. Never mind, I think I'm not using Burmy. I thought Meowth. I read an odd number and I thought it was at 13. Well, already messing up. So, quick recap. This run was completely rushed from the beginning, and now I'm here. I don't have an amazing box, and I consider that most of my IVs and natures are horrendous. And yeah, that's all. I'm delaying, I think, 3 encounters right now, and in case I need them for work, I can always get some. However, I want to rock smash into places which I'm delaying, and also the grass starter from Route 204. I click powders now, and it one shots. Geodude comes baited in. This has self-destruct. However, powders now should one shot it too, and I'm faster. And now when Fampi comes in, it kills with rollout crit. So I'm just trying to chip it somehow. This has no setup, so it's just trying to avoid crits. And I click confusion, for example. Yeah, this definitely helps. And now I swap to somebody else. Now the plan here is to just send Pokemons who outspeed it and can take one crit or one hit and one crit. So in this case, for example, I can just go Meowth since it's slow. It survives, and even if it's a crit and outspeeds, so I just kill with Payday. I have Meowth in this case was only for to finish it up because it didn't survive a crit plus another hit. But I mean, it's fine. Against this Bidoof, I know what happened the last time. I'm just charming it 3 times. I could have again gone for binary right away, but I think this is slightly safer. It's doing no damage, and I am still not dead to a crit. Now I need to make sure. Yeah, quick attack crit might kill, so I just go somebody else. Probably Dragon Fruit would be okay. And I can go out of here by using dig. So for the next trainer, um, it opens with a Clermont, which will try to para me, so I'll need pre-sleep, unless I can one-shot it. Which I don't think so. Danspers has been pretty buffed in this game. Definitely I can't. However, Bannery is a great counter. It two shots, and if it's pre-slept, it cannot be paralyzed. No. I killed Danspers with Bannery from two rolling kicks, and I outspeed, so there's no trouble here. What comes out? I'm a normal type, so matchup comes out. Unless it, yeah, it has low kick. I can kill from two swifts, however, one fire punch crit kills me, and I don't one shot, so I should try to look for a better counter. This is already level 16, so I'm not really comfortable with it. I'll just go through my box. Yeah. This looks like it. Assume one crit. I'm not dead to a second one. I can always use a confusion and then go to something else to finish the job if I get crit in one of the first two hits. So this should be it. Then I guess no. Well, and you outspeed, so you could help there if I in case I get crit. You too. Now, in fact, I think that if I kill with love disc, I can. Well, I cannot change the slagma. because it has drought. Okay, that's why. However, since it's fire type, it won't appear, and if I kill with a water type, so it will be Rhyhorn. It could be Rhyhorn, who without the sun gets one shot by water pulse. And here, oh, you don't outspeed. I have no other. Well, you. So I could level up the side. I can use it here. The most of my box is straight up weak to rock type, which is not great for the gym. I'll probably need to catch some new encounter. Thinking that I need to kill Machoke with left disc. Well, wait a second, because I'm assuming phase 2, or I mean phase 1 switchings. But so Binary always waits matchup, but now you have secret power. Secret power what? Secret power normal. Ember ancient power and smog. So I need to kill with something that's weak to either ground or bug, or yeah, but I need it also to chain the Rhyhorn, and that's easier said than done. Yeah. So anyways, Megahorn and Earthquake should be highest damage for phase 2. So I am fine. I just need to kill with a water with lab disc specifically, or risk a crit on the switching if I kill with Slowpoke. Yeah. And if I kill with you, you are faster. You one shot the Rhyhorn, and you can also deal with the Macho quite well. So I think it's better not to use Slowpoke, to use one of those instead. Let's see which moves you learn. Yes, Psybeam. I kinda was expecting him to learn a Psychic type move, because now saving 2 shots, and I'm faster. I am assuming that I take a fire punch on the switching. Now, as long as I'm at level 15, I'm okay. And I then chain the Rhyhorn with water gun. So how to kill the Slagma, which comes out last, I think. Oh, why don't you deal more? That's why. Still, I'd expect you to deal more damage. However, this is an easy counter anyways. If you counter 14, which you do, okay. So this should be the team. Manieri, Psyduck, and Geodude. Manieri, Psyduck, and Geodude. And if I remember correctly, I need pre-sleep on the Vaniri, which I'll try using the script for the first time for this. Now, sleep 1. Nice. Okay. Now, I hope that it wakes up on the first turn, because otherwise I will be in trouble. Come on. Well, I forgot about the items. Definitely that's not great. However, it was still a pretty good counter. Now I come to back on the fire punch and I save him. I am faster, and I wasn't dead to crit, I think. I mean, I did the calcs before, but now I'm at level 14 instead of 15, which I think. Oh no, yeah. I could have been dead to crit. In fact, my bad. I should have leveled up one more. Anyways, now I am fine because I use water pulse, and since the sun is not up, you're dead. And for you, I'm bringing meatball. Now hope for no boosts, and I rock throw and rock throw again. not dead to crit. Yeah, and I'd rather have someone fast in front instead of the paralyzed one. Oh fuck! Again, I forgot to hide the calculator. Now I'm finally in Rorke's gym, and these fights again should be more difficult. Since I leveled some Pokemons up, I will try using the script to get an export. Okay, then and you should be updated. Yeah, even if I didn't save the game. Nice, nice. So first, this one guy with a citrus berry and spikes. It'd be amazing if I had someone who one-shot it, and I only ate one layer of spikes, however I don't. Now the gist of this fight is trying to bait Onyx last and have someone who can tank it enough to take the barbs. However, I don't think taking the sticky barb is easy, of course. Now, yeah, you one shot, which is amazing. However, who do you bait? Rock water, rock ground, both. Not you, not you. So only one of those two. At random, and then it can self-destruct. So by eating only one layer of spikes, I may bait Onyx if I'm correct at random. Oh wait, no, because no, I do, I think. I'll see if I have any other better option. A citrus berry, which should heal 1/4, which means that Lopunny still kills after the citrus proc. In fact, there's a... no, never mind. So if I had the kill with Lopunny, matchup would come out. Now remember 2 layers of spike, he wants to karate chop always. There's normal spikes, right? Yeah. Which, oh wow, confusion doesn't do much actually. Nearly else doesn't either. And this guy has leftovers to combat the sand. Maybe, no. This is a one shot, right? Oh, but if I am at level 16, he cannot fissure. Or well, it will fail at least. So I think my best bet is to use you. And pray. Now, assuming that you win, and if I have more slots on, because you're slower, yeah, you probably won't, but you can chunk it a bit before I send something else to finish it off. Now you would get baited in because of the back typing, as long as you have backbite. Yeah, yeah, not great. Also, Aquajet is priority. Not great. Not great. My team being weak to rock is not something I definitely enjoy. So I know that you want to backbite 100%, but oh, and you are taking spikes damage when coming in. So yeah, I need to find someone else to kill with. Can assume that I can use confusion twice and then have to swap. Maybe yeah, because also there's the sun cheat. You're rock throwing against this, which means that I can switch into rock throw and beta card. Yeah, but I'm eating maybe too much damage from spikes then. But all my team is dead to rock type. There's also the world in which I only set up one layer of spikes using the monkey. Then one of those is baited in. But then what? Okay, so as do I have a counter for Ammonite? This is this is the best I will find. If I risk a crit, I can stay in for a karate chop before switching out, which probably I should, because in this fight I can the fact if I am against you, I can also risk a crit to karate chop, and then depending on the numbers I get, I can karate chop again and kill, or and I hope I don't over level. I will definitely over level if I use the monkey in this fight. From the first one or not? I mean, if I ever know I will over level, I can always say that I over level on the first Pokemon. And maybe this is for the best actually. If I can have this fight be easier. I'm dead to less Brain rolls of grit, or maybe not because of the Sandstorm chip. Yeah, yeah, well, and I'm not doing much more damage with Karate Chop either. I'll rest with grit and see what happens and over level you. I don't think I can bait all the team with 2 layers of spikes. No, I can then kill and bait the other out. If it's Onyx, I hope I don't get self-destructed. Or like, I guess if it's the Onyx, I chain and go to something else against this, and else I kill the Omanite with something else. Now then the thing is, how do I kill the Omanite? And assume it's not cheap because I come from Onyx. Yeah, probably Psyduck, which will bait the Anorith. I can maybe I'll risk every crit, but oh wait yet I say I would bait you. Seems like it would be random because of Rock Throw being highest damage. Perfect. I mean, I am clicking karate chop more than I'm clicking head, but I think you're slow, so the flinch chance doesn't matter, and rock throw, if neutral, which is the best case for head, but rock throw does better damage. This should help. Alright, I'll just roll my odds like this, and yeah. Now don't forget again. Yeah, this better. I won't lie, I'm probably using someone. Maybe I shouldn't be delaying, but well, I am ultimately. Do they have status mobs? I don't think so, but I'll check again. Sleep talk, sleep talk, sleep talk. Okay, they have swagger, but no status moves. Since pulled pork is likely to go against the matchup, I need this so he doesn't click Fisher. There is low chance to be clicked and low chance to connect, so I think whatever. Let's just quick loosely quick and start another run. Um, wait, this is too fast. Omanite, okay, so the plan was I click again Karate Chop and then switch to something else. Don't crit. Nice. I could also kill with this and bait Onyx, but then what do I do against him? I mean, I'm not using BBQ more, so I may as well. Now this is guaranteed to not click Explosion because it's a skill with another moves. Now at this exact HP, okay, he only sees skill with Dig, so he will click Dig. Okay, so Psyduck at level 15, that's one-shot him. Meaning that after avoiding this crit... Yes, but... Okay, I am not getting the sticky bar. I hope I wouldn't need it. But the only way I had to get it is literally lose all my HP on Slowpoke, which I think I need for the matchup. He wants to Karate Chop and yeah, I definitely need you. You are my only answer for this thing, and I can't lose you to Onyx Sticky Barbs. Confusing to self-hit? Wow! After seeing how this came out to be, I might have not needed to kill the Omanite with Monferno, but I mean I cannot plan that I will get quick claw into confusion self-hit. I definitely cannot plan for that. And planning an entire different line just in case that happens and I have enough HP for the Onyx is stupid. Because I think this overall implied less risks of crits and things going south. Now, I'm with this. He wants to backbite, and I want. So I'm risking a crit with whatever. Whatever I go to risks a crit because of the spikes, and this means that I go to middle. Why? Because now I'm risking only one crit to Aquajet, and I one shot if I don't get crit. Everything else got one shot by backbite on the switching, plus storm plus spikes, and Meatball can just do this if he. Yeah, nice. I don't know. This run is the one that I rushed, the one that I don't have the need encounters for this, and still the run that I'm deathless at my PB. So I'm doing my deathless PB. Now this is also actually my PB because the other times I rage quit when I had somebody die. Now the bad news is that Monferno has overleveled. He will stay next to Straw until I beat Rourke if I do. The good news is that I have beaten the first gym fight, which is, as far as I know, the more difficult one. The bad news is I didn't get the sticky barbs. Now the next fight opens with a Shogun, which has Metal Burst. I don't think Metal Burst has negative priority. Oh, it has in this game. I don't know if the AI considers that it has negative priority, and if it's faster, I think it will never crit Metal Burst, so it will always Toxic. Now I don't have anyone immune to Toxic, and it will definitely Metal Burst after he has Toxic me because he won't be clicking it again or using Sleep Talk. Now what does this mean? I think I can status it with a pre-slept Beautifly. It's also a Perjuice. Then it wakes up and it wants to use Toxic again, and I can switch to something which is also pre-slept. Now, do I have something that one-shots it? No, I don't. How am I supposed to beat this? You have Roar, which may say this is a problem for the me of tomorrow, but I don't think that's really what I want to do. Confuse Ray, maybe. But I'll die to Toxic, so makes no sense. Toxic Protect Attract Seismic Toss. So I will check the documentation for the IA and see how Metal Burst works. So which flags does this trainer have? None. So sleep talk is always minus 13, while metal burst is a minus 10 if I am slower. And if he's low HP, it's it has some chances for additional minus ones. Now toxic. Poison is so toxic is a minus 10 from basic flag. And then from expert flag, if it's low, it scores a bit less. I think, or if it's fast, maybe it scores a bit less. However, so I have two options, which are no low bunny asleep. What it does is guaranteed. So I need somebody who is lower than Shieldon, and this in my box could be Onyx or Slowpoke. No, I don't really like Slowpoke because it takes too long to kill. So I can use Onyx, Karate Chop. Yes, and two Karate Chops should kill almost always. unless I get one of the three minerals twice, which is pretty unlikely. So I karate chop, hit toxics, then I karate chop again and kill. Now, what does Onyx bait? I mean, Jedut bait, maybe my meatball. I'm quite confident it will bait the Kabuto because yeah, it has Aqua Jet. So only Aqua Jet and rollout. Ichiberry. Which I think it activates automatically in this game, so it has more speed. However, I think it doesn't matter. Oh no, it ups his attack automatically. Wait. Oh, but I am unaware. Oh, yeah, this is a great counter then. There, there I go. Now with the Slowpoke bait. Well, then it depends on who has a super effective move. You don't. You do. And you do not. Right? Let me see. Yes, right. So it then Magby comes out. Wants to Thunder Punch and it's faster. Could go back to Meatball, who is probably full HP and Rock Throw. This good bait in nose passes. And at that point, I just probably win. Then I can use Love Disc against the Larvitar. It dies from one Aqua Jet. Problem is getting it in. However, if it's not poisoned, I do not die to crit. So if I switch Love Disc in on the first turn after he sends the Larvitar after a kill, I just Aqua Jet and win. Um, this means that I need only a way to deal with the nose pass with Seismic doesn't protect. And I think this should be rather easy since Seismic Toss can crit and protect and Toxic has fixed damage. I'll just send stuff, use it until I cannot anymore, and send other stuff. Psyduck is level 50. Meowth, I think, can take 2 hits. It's level 60. I probably should just use 50 mons. Low Bunny. And Natu, probably at level 15. Yeah, I'm just going with this. No, don't forget this. So Natu comes in. I said mid police first. You're a counter for the unaware mon, and yeah. Yeah, this fight definitely is easier than the first one. Of course, the first one then has a reward for beating it um, in a certain way, and this doesn't. But I won't take the sticky barbs if it means that I lose the run. Oh, I don't want to give the quick load to Nosepass because then it will read 20% of the time that it's faster, and maybe Metal Burst. Now, I may want to pre-sleep some because it has Toxic Mons. Well, only the Nosepass. And I'm fine with Nosepass using Toxic. So I can probably so who do I have for Nosepass? Let's pre-sleep a couple of months. Okay, let me see. Yeah, in case they can switch into a Toxic and I win a free turn. But I don't think I need them, so I'll just run it like this. So he wants to Toxic. I will Karate Chop. Now, I may have made a mistake, but here I am. I will see what he clicks here first, since I have some HP to spare or not. So he's not dealing any damage to me. In fact, he's most likely protecting this turn. Yes, no, he doesn't have protect, never mind. I generally don't know what he wants to do right now. However, I can check. It should be deterministic, so I lose only a small. Oh damn, he wants to Metal Burst. Now he wants to Metal Burst again. I'll just bite it a couple turns. Now he wants to Toxic. I could go back to Metal to Meatball, but I won't do it yet. I don't know if he wants to Toxic because I'm not slower. Yeah. I'll just bite again. She's lucky. Yeah, he wanted to Toxic. Now he wants to Metal Burst for sure. And now I know he wants to Toxic for sure because as I said, Pulled Pork is slower than him. And I can get a hit for free. Now he wants to Metal Burst because I've seen if I'm already poisoned, he doesn't like to click Toxic again. So I'm coming here and I'm killing. Now I said that against Kabuto I was going to use you. However, you're toxic, so let's see how it goes. Because most damage is Water Pulse. And I'm definitely not confident now. I know you want to roll out. Now he kills with rollout, so it will always click exactly rollout. And I am faster with my rabbit. However, it dies to a crit. Now if I used you, you are not dead to a crit. but then I don't have a clear answer for the arbiter, and I definitely don't want you to eat. Yeah, you cannot eat a rollout, which means that I need to do this. And hope I didn't mess up. I may have messed up. Like, all I can do now is hope that Aquajet kills, which doesn't. I may have to suck something in this fight, and I said this was easier than the previous one. And the whole issue has been to let my rabbit get poisoned because I didn't exactly know how the AI would behave. No splash, yes, of course. I am dead to seismic toss plus poison. And it just protect. Now Natu is immune to poison damage, so I didn't need to pre-sleep it, but anyway. Yeah, so I am always clicking Nightshade. Nightshade again. And the question is, what do I want to do now? Because he doesn't want. No, he does always. I don't know if he wants to seismic toss. He doesn't say kill, but he has used it twice. He cannot use toxic. I don't know if he cannot use attract, but I don't know why it's not using protect. I guess it's random. But do I want to kill with this is the question? Or do I want to see what I do against the nose pass? I mean the arbiter. If I stay in with Natu, I need to sack something to bring loot disc out. If I love disc out right now and needs protect, I win deathless. However, if it is not protect, I die. And I don't know how I deal with the Larvitar. No, my duck can outspeed and one-shot the Larvitar. However, I need to check really carefully how much HP I get from Sand and Toxic. I take 1/16, which in case of my duck, that is 2, because I think it rounds down. Now, if I take 12 plus 6, I die. However, I won't take damage on the last turn because the fight will have ended, which means that I am safe to kill with the duck and hopefully it protects. Nice. Now I'm hoping that I'm not protected infinite times in a row. And finally, if I'm correct, you have guts, but I have water pulse and I'm faster. Which means that I beat this deathless. Okay, okay. Poison doesn't do any damage outside of battle in this game. Anyways, the rules said that only deaths in battle count as deaths. However, that's redundant because poison does no damage in this game outside of battle. And I am finally at work. And I overleveled my starter. However, I don't think that quite matters. And in the end, I could have leveled everyone a bit higher. Oh, and I need to make sure that Burmy evolves into the right Pokemon. Do I think Igniter can do anything against Rourke? It gets Flame Wheel. But still, if I have Flame Wheel instead of Ember, it does nothing to Bonsly. It is to Ancient Power from Lilip. It does nothing and dies to Earth Power from Gible. Of course, I'm not using it against Corsola. Nothing against Shackle, other than Roar it. And definitely not using it against Cranidos. Okay, so I don't need to level it. Oh, and I'm of course not leveling the Maril. I mean the Azrael. Um, I think it needs no explanation. Um, Now, let's address the elephant in the room. I want you to be the steel type. Yeah, done. You're still pink. And I think there's no way that I win unless I evolve you, so delaying makes no sense. Now, Burmy also only learns hidden power, which I have from a hidden machine, so it also makes no sense to delay it before the gym. Think I'll so not coming to the gym, bottom right, most likely coming top and definitely and from going down to less likely. Oops, I don't know about you. I don't think you come, but think you probably do. And since you definitely do, I'm doing this now. I'm checking my hidden powers. Oh, Psyduck has a fighting type hidden power of 70. So it's most likely to be him. Left disc has a 50 power, 55 power hidden power of steel type, which may also be useful. However, I'm going to start planning now. So first is trying to not get stealth rocked. Now not even Monferno with Karate Chop could avoid this good two shot, so this is troublesome. I could bait a brick break, probably, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not self-destructing. I said you are not coming, not coming. You at 16 are not coming either. You are dead to roll out. Dead to ancient power. Dead to two hits of a, or a crit from Flamethrower Thunderfang. Dead to rollout. Take too much damage from rollout. And you are dead to head smash. So unless I really need to bait rock type moves, you are not coming. You might come from for Gibble, but even if, yeah, if going on Earth power, you're faster, but I'm still risking too much from the misses from Sandvale. Now, Meowth is useless in this fight. That to roll out. And really weak to ancient power. However, Smoochum could be a counter to Gibble, so I'll keep it in mind. Now, Natu is immune to the weather and also to toxic. and also to Santom, and also he ignores the curse boost. Well, not the attack boosts, but I still think that yes, on +1 attack, I am faster, which means I probably win the duel. So Natu comes in for the shackle. Oh, but he has Verjus, which kills it completely. I need to hit Nightshade, Nightshade again. Then he heals. Verjus is 40 if I remember correctly. Oh no, it's 20. Okay, let me make absolutely sure that it's 20. I cannot, but because this calculator doesn't have items, but I will assume that it's still 20. This means that I need to deal 59 points of damage, which means 4 times Nightshade. Now, if he curses, I think I can do it. And if he doesn't, I will have chunked him a lot. So I need to bring him and pray, basically. I don't think I have any better answer. Yeah, I could teach War Madam Toxic, I guess. But I feel like I will need War Madam for something else. No, I for some reason close my PK Hex with the secret powers. No, I'm not teaching you hidden power. I cannot charm you because you're a special attacker. Uh, have hidden power fighting. Not useful here. Maybe useful here, however, you cannot go against the leap. Not useful here. Not really useful here. And not useful here. And it outspeeds and kills me. Okay, this Granidos will be troublesome. Let's start by what we can do. Wow. So I'm not sure what camouflage will make it turn into. Guess you're a good matchup against the Bonsley. Now, are you useful against someone? Not here, because you died to break too easily. Not here. Not here. Not here. And you could self-destruct here, but then I don't really like this. You could survive one head smash and use karate chop with something, or yeah, I'd probably self-destruct if I have a clean switch in. Now first, who can deal with Corsola? Someone with... Why does every... Why does the two Pokemons have recover? So annoying. And I died to sand on both of them. No, this is a great counter here, and I'd say also here if I teach Toxic. It also doesn't get damage from sand. And if only I had more defense IVs, for example, if I had 10 or yeah, say 15 the average, I would only be dead to one roll of head smash. Oh, never mind, I wrote 25. However, with 5, I'm dead to 6 rolls. Less than half, but still a lot. I cannot stay in against War Madam because I think it will be useful for other stuff. Or since I know that it kinda counters the other two Pokemons that I was scared of, if I teach it Toxic, I need to just worry about the Cranidos. Now, do I have people who outspeeds? Well, I have Butterfree, who can do 30 points of that, well, 30% and then die. I have Bullpix, who may give us a clean switching and maybe proc Flame Body, which would be amazing. Also, it was a nature balance special attack with low HP IVs, defense, and special defense, so I'm probably not as concerned about losing it. It's going to be very speedy, but and a great mon overall, but uh, it is what it is. I need to sack something. I could so I could sack something, then self-destruct with Geodude, and then bring the Butterfree and kill it. Because I don't think I have Yeah, love disk is faster, it deals less than Butterfree, and I cannot guarantee. Yes, I can guarantee the kill, I think. So it's assume 18 plus 38. Oh, and it has a Lamberry, so the Ninetale sack makes no sense if it is to increase the chance of Flame Body. I just better sack the worst in my box. But yeah, 38 plus 14 always kills. And left disc is probably better against something else in case I need to bring it out. Yeah, it can charm the Gible in case I really need it. And they are my only two mons who are faster. So, oh, well, other than Bannery. Yeah, Bannery is also great for this after the explosion. Well, self-destruct. No Bannery with rolling kick and do something else somewhere else. Not really against the recover Pokemons. Well, it might get some flinches, but still. Doesn't pair bad against the Gible. If it gets a flinch, it may even. Okay. So I'm bringing you and you for the Cranidos, but still I need to bring a sacrifice. So not Monferno, not a Sumaril. I could exchange you in case I really need you for, in case I really hate you for the Slagma. Meowth doesn't have great attack, doesn't have great special defense, doesn't average defense, average speed. I heard Persian is great on the next split, but we'll see. Maybe the play is to sack Beautifly. It has tinted lens. Let me see if it learns something great next. Well, it can heal itself. It gets tinted lens Silverwind. Attract, I guess. Yeah, so in the next level cap for the next gym. Okay, so level cap on the next gym is 28, meaning that it gets backpass stab. However, okay, assume I am fighting Leader Gardenia. and you are at 28 with back pass. You're not going out against this. You're not going out against this. You are not going out against this. Since it has swift trim also. You're not going out against this. Yeah, because I switch in, he can sword stance on the switch in and then one shot. Or ice punch and then ice punch again. And I don't one shot, so even if I am in, I can sword stance and ice punch. You're not going in against back bus. I mean against Roserade. And you are not against Torterra. So Butterfree probably needs to dice now. It does nothing. It has low stats. It's great only early game, but I've seen that it really is not that great. So potential sacrifice number one. Next is Left Disc, who has similar base stat total. It's fast, but then it does nothing well. It has no attack, it has no special attack, it has charm. But that's all. And I don't like to rely on charming, since I don't have any Pokemon that avoids crits, any Shell Armor Pokemon or Battle Armor. It has bad special attack IVs and bad speed IVs, which are his two strengths, and it has low HP. However, the Butterfree is even low on special attack, so I'm sacking it and probably then exchanging Left Disc for the Slagma. Though, yeah, and I said that if you come in against an Earth Power, you can maybe defeat Gible. So the thing is, I will do the Slagma trade before the fight. Now I can plan how the fight will go exactly. I hope this never self-destructs because it will never see kill and I will leech life 4 times. I guess I have something better to do against the Bonsly. I'm not self-destructing and I need you healthy for to take a head smash. Not super healthy, but still I don't want you to die to a brick break. You die to a rollout. You die to a rollout. You die to brick break. You die to a rollout. So my only answer is War Madam. Unless I charm it. Which may be actually a better answer. And so I keep my War Madam safe. Now this makes a lot of sense. until I get crit. But I can charm it, get stealth rocked, and then go Wormadam, or charm it twice and go Wormadam. Yeah, I like that. And then Wormadam is most likely going out of that with more HP. Now, who does Wormadam bait, assuming the Bonsly didn't self-destruct? Which it definitely can do on turn 2. But after 2 charms, it shouldn't kill the last disc anyways. Assume he doesn't blow up. And Wormadam is the... who has a super effective move on Wormadam? You. And only you. So Gable comes out and wants to use Flamethrower. Now, I said I want to use Mucham to kill the Gable, but it doesn't survive a Flamethrower crit. I'd like it to go out against an Earth Power, but I don't think I have the option to decide here. Could rely on binary double slapping, I said, I think. But what did binary do here other than maybe double slap? Or I mean rolling. What what was it supposed to do? Nothing. It was to rolling kick the Cranidos. After I sack the left disc and Geodude self-destructs, it goes in and rolls and uses rolling kick. Then if you level up, you have confusion, which does not quite get me there. Assume 39 and confusion. That's 13. I mean, I could try, but then you may be really low, and I don't want you to get stealth rocked again and damaged by the sandstorm. Yeah. So I just assume that this doesn't crit with flamethrower. On yeah, that's my best option, I think. I don't think I have any other way to deal with the Cranidos other than blow up. I mean, it would require more sacks, most likely, because nobody deals enough damage to him. Yeah, I cannot rely on having to rolling kick crits. I mean, flinches. Natu with Nightshade is my answer to Shackle. And yeah, I so I'll keep building the line so you defeat after not getting thrower crit to Gibble. Then I psychic everything has a super effective move against you, I guess. Yes, because Rock is super effective. And I think it's random between Granidos and Shackle. But since I have counters for most everything, I just go like this and pray. Now I do or do not want to pre-sleep. Pre-sleep could mean that Shackle, if he clicks Toxic, he doesn't get it on the switching turn and nothing else. So I think I'm putting my team to sleep and hope I get a bit lucky at least. I didn't expect to bring Smoochum. I'll try to take good care of him. I'll try. He's quiet. Now this is great because in this update they changed the nature because it was bugged and it was meant to be quiet, and quiet is a great nature for Slugma. not the best. So there it is. Now you're getting a berry. You are getting the Pecha berry in case he wants to. Oh, he doesn't want to poison me, never mind. But since your fight was close, I really want you to get an orange berry. Now you get an orange berry for a bit more HP, and you get an orange berry in case I get crit low rolled on the flamethrower. You maybe don't die to sand if you have an orange berry. Maybe. I have one left orange berry, and I will give you the quick claw in case if it procs you avoid the chance that it head smashes and crits. Which means that just in case something happens you are getting a berry. Right? I mean, it should never need to eat any of those two berries, however, which could be more useful in case anything bad happened. Well, of course, it's more likely for it to get hit by Toxic than to get hit by Ponsly Self-Destruct, which is the first Pokemon. Um, so yeah, this is all the pre-fight prep I can do other than uh, important. Please, 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 please. No, Rock Smash. Do I need to teach it? What does it have something going for it in this game? Rock Smash, Rock Smash, Rock Smash. 40, 50% to reduce defense. So with 40 base power, I don't think it's better than anything I already have. Maybe better than Karate Chop, but because of the defense drop chance, but not better than rolling kick. Ah, well, I hope I get lucky. Let me see how my stream is doing. I don't think there's anyone seeing me, but just in case. Oh, maybe there's someone. It doesn't appear to me as if I have even a chat enabled. So anything, just DM me through Discord or I don't know. Um, I'm scared. I don't know how I got Deathless to here. I avoided many crits. I got Quick Claw into Confuse into Self Hit in one fight. Now I said I Charm twice. Maybe thrice to make it safer. But I'm scared that it blows up. If it blows up, I am not dead because I charmed twice unless it crits. Nice. Since this is going to be sacked, I'm okay with it receiving a little bit more damage there. And all I do now is nature power what turns into what in this fight? I should have checked before. And please tell me I'm hiding. Yeah, I'm hiding the calcs. Fifth, in buildings is try attack, which the calculator should show well. It wasn't showing well that it's try attack. However, it does change absolutely nothing because this is a rock type gym and that's a normal move. So here I will just start to use Leech Life. If I poison it, it is more likely to blow up, and now I would like to know what Camouflage does. Because if it... I will need to switch out right after... Right after I defeat Bonsley, and Brick Break, even if it turns me into a pure Steel type, Brick Break could turn into super effective. So I'm great with how I am right now. Now it will blow up, yeah. But I charmed it 3 times, so unless it crit... Yeah, give me luck. It learned Lucky Chant, so I guess it will give me luck. Now, I need to avoid a crit and hit through Sandbale. it started great and it continued also great. It goes into shackle, which means that I'm going back to the calculator because I don't want to miss anything. I am dead to roll out plus sand, so I go immediately to my shackle counter, which I did not pre-sleep. Ah, I said I would. And I start clicking Nightshade as it gets scary. Okay, now I think I won unless it crits right now. Or right now. So, okay, I remember why I didn't pre-sleep, and that's because he cannot click Toxic. Never mind what I said just 1 second ago. I did what I had to do alright. Now, Natu has less special attack nature because I got really lucky with natures this run. And this means that it probably, yeah, it will have more attack than special attack as it levels up. And even now, I think it has pretty close. No, it's not pretty close, but as it levels up, it will. Anyway, since Peck is a worse version from the other one. Now, I say goodbye to two Pokemons and an Oranberry. And now I need you to not get crit or to use the quick glue. Please do it. And also, goodbye. Now you are the only Pokemon I have alive who outspeeds, I mean in this team. And I go back to the calcs and see if Corsola, yeah, it doesn't kill even with crit. However, I may want to go immediately to my Wormadam and Toxic as soon as possible because it I may get a free switch with Light Screen, and anyways, Binary is never killing with rock kicks, with rolling kicks because of recover. However, I think on the other hand that I can click it once because it may flinch and then I get, even if it doesn't, I may get the turn for free if it attacks because it doesn't kill even with crit and it gets it in range of being able to recover, which may be a free switch even if it light screens right now. Yes. So now it is likely to recover, meaning that rolling kick would do nothing unless I get a flinch. I switch. And this one needs to change the last 2 months, which is already going bad. Why are you not clicking recover? I think I can switch twice to win time. It will and get rid of the confusion. However, what I will. Please don't crit. Please recover. Okay, so at least I now would very much like to know what camouflage will turn me into. Into normal type. I'm not clicking that. Oh, it's faster. I did. I lost. Well, it was great until it wasn't. It This Corsola decided to never click recover. And I wasn't ready for that, and it decided to confuse me, making. I think the play I made was okay because I was confused. Besides, besides, if I didn't confuse, if it didn't confuse me into my self hit from confusion, I think I would have been okay because Leech Life killed and gave me a bit of HP back, and then after the Leech Life crit, Lilip comes out, but I am faster, and Leech Life 2 shots and recovers me way more than enough HP. So I got extremely unlucky, I think, but I've avoided all the crits so far, so I shouldn't complain. Now, can I savage this? Smoochum. So Bannery can um kill, outspeed and kill now, and so Smoochum. I don't think if it can. However, to win against the Lilip, I think I need confusion hits, which means that I need to use Smoochum. It will get damaged by poison, so it didn't. Now, does it still have the light screen? I'm not sure, and so it used light screen, and I hit rolling kick with rabbit legs. I switched to a cabbage. I clicked poison. I did a yeah. Light screen must have gone out already, meaning that confusion. Oh, I forgot that he had a priority move. This means that rabbit legs also dies. To roll out. Now it shouldn't say rollout as a priority move, but even then it would be a 1/2 to kill me. So I have to pray. I was faster and it didn't click rollout now because it was 1/2. And I think I'm of course wiping, but I'm doing all I can before that happens. Now it's random move and I want to do as much damage as possible. So Nightshade. Yeah, I die. And my only chance is pray for a flinch. Now, how likely am I to get a to win? It's exactly as likely as so rolling kick kills in 2 hits. So either flinch or recover and give me another chance, please. Nope. Well, I died to confuse bad luck on Rourke and down to the last mon at less than at about 1/4 HP. I am deleting this save file and then leaving it for today. Next one will be run 9. Maybe not for today, but at least for now. I need to have lunch.